Hercules, known in Greek mythology as Heracles, was born to Zeus, the king of the gods, and Alcmene, a mortal princess. His conception was shrouded in deception. Zeus, enamored with Alcmene, disguised himself as her husband, Amphitryon, who was away at war. As a result, Alcmene became pregnant with Hercules. When she gave birth, Hera, Zeus's wife, was furious upon discovering the truth. In retaliation for her husband's infidelity, Hera sent 2 serpents to kill the infant Hercules. However, even as a baby, Hercules exhibited extraordinary strength and bravery. He easily strangled the snakes, showcasing his divine heritage. Growing up, Hercules was strong and robust, but he also faced challenges stemming from Hera's jealousy. She sent madness upon him, which led him to unwittingly kill his wife, Megara, and their children. Overcome with grief and guilt for his actions, Hercules sought guidance from the Oracle of Delphi. The oracle instructed him to serve King Eurystheus of Tiryns and undertake a series of tasks known as the 12 labors to atone for his sins. The 12 labors 1. Slay the Nemean Lion. Hercules' first labor was to slay the ferocious Nemean Lion, a beast with impenetrable skin. Armed with only his strength, Hercules tracked the lion to its lair. After a fierce battle, he realized that his weapons were useless against the beast. Instead, he strangled the lion with his bare hands. Once dead, he wore its impenetrable hide as armor, making him nearly invulnerable. Second, slay the Lernaean Hydra. Next, Hercules faced the Lernaean Hydra, a serpent-like creature with multiple heads. Every time he cut off a head, 2 more would grow in its place. To defeat it, Hercules called upon his nephew Iolaus for help. Together, they devised a plan. Hercules would cut off the heads while Iolaus cauterized the necks with a burning brand. After a long and arduous battle, they finally defeated the Hydra, ensuring that it would never regenerate. 3. Capture the Ceryneian Hind. For his third labor, Hercules was tasked with capturing the sacred Ceryneian Hind, which was fast and elusive. He chased the hind for a whole year across mountains and forests. Finally, he caught it, but instead of harming it, he brought it back alive to Eurystheus, honoring its sacred nature. The fourth labor required Hercules to capture the massive Erymanthian Boar. He tracked the beast through snow and rugged terrain until he finally cornered it. Using his brute strength, he captured the boar alive and brought it back to Eurystheus, who was terrified of the creature. 5. Clean the Augean stables. Hercules' fifth labor was to clean the stables of King Augeas, which had not been cleaned in years and housed thousands of cattle. Rather than doing the tedious work by hand, Hercules cleverly redirected 2 rivers to wash out the filth. In a single day, he completed the task, earning Augeas' respect, though the king later refused to reward him. 6. Slay the Stymphalian birds. For his 6th labor, Hercules needed to defeat the Stymphalian birds, man-eating creatures with metallic beaks. Using a rattle given to him by Athena, he scared the birds into the air, then shot them down with his arrows, clearing the area of their menace. 7. Capture the Cretan bull. Hercules was tasked with capturing the Cretan bull, the beast that fathered the infamous Minotaur. He traveled to Crete, where he wrestled the bull and subdued it. He brought the creature back to Eurystheus, who released it into the wild, allowing it to roam freely. 8. Steal the mares of Diomedes. For his 8th labor, Hercules was instructed to retrieve the man-eating mares of Diomedes. He journeyed to Thrace, confronted Diomedes, and fed him to his own horses. With the mares now tamed, Hercules brought them back to Eurystheus, who was horrified by their ferocity. 9. Obtain the girdle of Hippolyta. Hercules' 9th task was to obtain the girdle of Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazons. Initially, Hippolyta agreed to give him the girdle willingly, but Hera intervened and spread rumors that Hercules intended to abduct the queen. This led to a fierce battle between Hercules and the Amazons. Ultimately, he fought bravely and secured the girdle. 10. Capture the cattle of Geryon. Hercules was tasked with retrieving the cattle of Geryon, a giant with 3 bodies. After defeating Geryon and his 2-headed dog, Cerberus, Hercules brought the cattle back, overcoming numerous obstacles along the way. 11th. Steal the apples of the Hesperides. For his penultimate labor, Hercules needed to obtain the golden apples from the garden of the Hesperides, guarded by a dragon. He tricked Atlas into retrieving the apples for him while he held the sky on his shoulders. After receiving the apples, Hercules cleverly returned them and tricked Atlas back into carrying the sky. 12th. Capture Cerberus. The final labor required Hercules to descend into the underworld and capture Cerberus, the 3-headed guard dog. With permission from Hades, Hercules approached the beast without weapons. Using his strength and courage, he subdued Cerberus and brought him to the surface, completing his labors. Battles with gods and monsters. After completing the 12 labors, Hercules continued to face numerous challenges and battles. He fought against the giants during the Gigantomachy and aided the Argonauts in their quest for the Golden Fleece. Hercules also battled various monsters, including the fearsome Cyclops and the vengeful Nemean Lion. His encounters with gods were often tumultuous, particularly with Hera, who continued to harass him. One notable battle was against the river god Hercules, who transformed into a serpent to defeat Hercules. In this struggle, Hercules emerged victorious, claiming Hercules' love, Deianira, as his wife. Apotheosis. After his death, Zeus granted Hercules immortality. He was taken to Mount Olympus, where he was reunited with his father and granted a place among the gods. His legacy lived on through various stories, plays, and artworks, symbolizing strength, perseverance, and redemption. Hercules remains a powerful figure in mythology, representing the struggle between humanity and the divine, as well as the idea that great strength must be balanced with moral integrity. Later, life and death. Hercules' later life was marked by both glorious adventures and personal tragedies. He married Deianira, but their relationship became strained. Deianira, fearing that Hercules would fall in love with another woman, received a poisoned garment from the centaur Nessus, who tricked her into believing it would ensure Hercules' love. When Hercules wore the garment, the poison caused him excruciating pain. In agony, Hercules built his own funeral pyre on Mount Olympus.